What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC26 video where today we're going to look at the EA Sports FC26 launch update, which is going to include an insane amount of information, leaks, not really leaks because it's EA, news, updates, and there are some crazy things to come in today's video. It's going to be quite a long one, so get yourself a snack and a drink, settle in, because we are less than a week away now from FC26, and let's see what the pitch notes has to say. So, hey everyone, EA Sports FC26 is nearly here, and this year brings a refreshed approach to live content across FUT, clubs, and career mode. Live content, clubs, count me in. From day one, the experience is designed to set a clear direction, celebrate football's biggest stories, and deliver more variety and balance across modes. These pitch notes outline what you can expect at launch, how we're shaping progression and rewards, and the strategy guiding live content throughout the season. And there's a massive table of contents, which we're going to get through, so I'm not going to read all of that now. Intro and launch dates. There's nothing that the new season feeling... Well, there's nothing like the new season feeling. So here are some key dates to help you start planning your first days in FC26. Companion and web app. Web app launches September 17th. That's in 5 days. So just the day before the game comes out. Companion app refresh goes live on September 18th. Early access, we already know about. Worldwide launch, we already know about. Early access and cornerstones. And here are the cornerstones. I like the fact that they've got a cornerstone in the cornerstones milestone or card type. To celebrate the return of tournaments in Football Ultimate Team, we're just going to call that FUT from now on. Early access will feature a daily knockout tournament. Yes, it will. You can compete daily to earn rewards and qualify for a one-time early access finale tournament on the final day of early access. More on that in the live event section below. Early access will also include the following: Team of the Week 1 and 2, Evolutions, World Tour and Squad Foundation releases, Flashback SBCs, Showdown SBCs. What? That's crazy. Opportunities to earn season points. The first campaign after early access will be Cornerstones. The campaign shines a spotlight on the players that teams are built around, dependable leaders, pivotal long-term signings, and young talents who've stepped up to become central to their club's success. So Cornerstone. So I like that actually. As far as a piece of content goes, it's focusing on players that teams are built around. So dependable leaders. Think, you know, I know he's moved to Brighton now, but think like James Milner, for example, just super dependable. Pivotal long-term signings. Think entire Chelsea team. You know, they've got those guys on like 8 to 10 year contracts. They're around for a long time. Young talents who've stepped up to become the central to their club's success. A bit biased here maybe, but think Bukayo Saka, right? I absolutely think Bukayo Saka could be in this first promo, and that would be delightful. Let me know down below, guys. Who do you think... No, not who do you think should be a cornerstone. Who is the cornerstone of your club and why? Let me know in the comments down below. I would be super interested. Cornerstones will provide permanent upgrades and enhanced +2 club chemistry links, strengthening their role as a central pillar of your ultimate team. Love that. Absolutely love that. Because, you know, one of the most difficult things in the early stages of the game is building your first team and then being like, oh God, I've got, you know, a fair few decent players here and 7 chemistry. Now with this, you're going to get some +2 club chemistry links, and I presume the cornerstone player will have maximum chemistry straight away, which will be amazing. Keep an eye out for more new FUT campaigns, as well as the return of some spooky favorites. Ooh. We're probably talking about here what was the Halloween promo called? The really good one from back in the day. I can't even remember. It was good though. It was good. Remember the cards that every now and then their stats changed to a 99. So like you randomly had like a Sergio Busquets with 99 pace for about like a week, and then that went back down to his base pace, and then his like defending went to 99. It was really good. Power curve. We've heard your feedback on the pace of FC25 power curve. In FC26, we're deliberately slowing down the curve and pacing our upgrades more gradually. What this means in FUT. Base items, rare golds, icons, and heroes will set the benchmark for top squads deeper into the year. Sensational news, guys. It's something that we've needed for a long time. You know, the power curve's been getting out of hand very, very consistently and very often for the last 3, 4, 5 years. It was so much worse last year, of course. And it's really important that EA are acknowledging that the power curve is an issue and fixing it. From day zero, content is structured around this philosophy, not velocity. For example, more of the Season 1 campaign player items will be tuned with upgrades that are more lateral to base items. So what that effectively means is, let's say you've got like a literal Bukayo Saka 88. If Arsenal get a promo card for, I don't know, Noni Madueke, it won't be better than the 88 Bukayo Saka that already exists. So it won't push the power curve. It won't improve that regard. And that's really good. That is really good. In addition, you won't see August Player of the Month player SBCs in the early access this year, and Showdown player SBC winner upgrades will also be adjusted for Season 1 to a +1 overall and a Roll++ upgrade. And listen, whether or not you like to hear that is irrelevant, because it's what you've wanted, it's what I wanted, it's what we wanted. People are now going to go, oh, no Player of the Month SBC, that's so sad. And they're going to say, oh no, like Showdown has got +1, that's so sad. But it's like, these are the things that were the problem. That Player of the Month Thuram last year was so powerful for so long, and it just broke the game. It was like, you know, it just made other strikers useless and pointless immediately. So I really like this from EA. And it will also keep the price point of gold cards way higher for way longer, which is also good for the market. Weekly campaigns. You'll still see new campaign squads most weeks, but the boosts to those campaign items will be more lateral on average. Of course, the bigger campaigns like Black Friday, Team of the Year, and Team of the Season will still deliver items with significant stat boosts. However, in between, you can expect more measured boosts and lateral upgrades that are focused on more on expanding the pool of squad building options. We love to hear it. We love to see it. Rewards. Rewards from champs, rivals, squad battles, SBCs, Evos, season ladder, offers in the store, and more are tuned to match this new pacing. More on that below. In summary, chem styles have been adjusted. Interesting. I love that as well, because chem styles were one of the biggest problems for the power curve. You know, immediately you get like a Gyökeres right now with 91 pace, 90 physical, and like 86 shooting. Pop a Hunter on him, and he's effectively got 99 pace, like 95 shooting, and 90 physical. That's ludicrous for an 87 rated at the start of the game. In summary, FC26 slows the pace of progression. Squads will generally be slightly lower rated at the same point compared to FC25, and weekly campaigns drops will feature smaller attribute boosts on average. Rewards and paid offers are also tuned to make this steadier curve. I love it. To support this slower curve, chemistry styles have also been rebalanced in FC26, helping to keep upgrades feel satisfying without letting any single chemistry style disrupt the overall balance of items. New boost model. Styles now use a 369 points boost system instead of a 4812, narrowing stat gaps and keeping balances tighter. Pace trade-offs. Pace-heavy styles are now more of a choice. Boosting speed comes with trade-offs in other areas, so not all items become pace-focused. More diversity. Non-pace styles have been tuned to emphasize key attributes like Composure. I saw a little rumor about this. This is the first time that chem styles will improve Composure, and that is genuinely phenomenal. It is one of the most important stats in the game, and yet it is one of it has been a static stat for literally ever, which I never understood, but they finally got chem styles boosting Composure, reactions, and stamina, encouraging different builds across your club. And so if we zoom in a little bit here, so we've got, for example, where's Hunter Shadow? So Hunter now gives 6 pace, 3 positioning, 3 finishing, 3 shot power, 9 volleys, and 6 penalties. The max, oh wow. Hawk gives 3 pace, Engine gives 3 pace, Anchor gives 3 pace, Hunter, Shadow, and Catalyst gives 6 pace, nothing else gives pace. I think that was the same anyway. In terms of the other boosts, Catalyst gives 9 vision, 6 crossing, 6 long passing, 3 curve, 3 short passing, and Shadow gives 9 slide tackle, 3 stand tackle, 3 defensive awareness, 6 heading accuracy, and 3 interceptions. And as you can see now, the biggest boost that you get is a 9 in any particular chem style. So Finisher, for example, has 9 finishing, 9 dribbling, and then 6 and 3s elsewhere. It was much needed, guys. It was much needed. I really like that. because, like I say, chem styles, even back in the day, because they've already nerfed them, right? Like, they used to be even bigger than they are now, back in, like, FIFA 17, FIFA 16 and stuff. And you used to be able to say, like, a base gold Danny Welbeck, 80 rated, 81 rated, 82 rated. Give him a Hunter Chem style and he'd have mid-90s pace and mid-90s shooting as an 80 rated card on day one. And it was just ludicrous. So I really, really like this. I will dive more into this as kind of players come out and we can like start applying chem styles and boosts and see really like the nuanced changes there. But I think this is a massive change from the game. I think chemistry styles being different is very, very important. FC 26 seasons, a world tour through history. In FC 25, we introduced seasonal content like the world tour alongside campaigns, adding in new dimensions to rewards and squad building. In FC 26, seasons take another step forwards, tying football's greatest stories directly into Football Ultimate Team. Football is about stories, and international football provides the biggest stories of all. To celebrate FC 26 seasons, we'll take you on a journey through the eras, revisiting legendary tournaments with a world tour through history. Each season will centre on a historic international tournament. I love that as an idea, by the way. Culminating in Season 8, the Festival of Football. Along the way, host nation and winning nation players will appear across the season ladder, SBCs, and objectives, while the most influential players, there's an Ethan Nwaneri there, I love that, whilst the most influential stars from each tournament will be honoured through a brand new seasonal player programme. Season 1 is England 66. Beautiful. Our journey begins, oh my days, with England 66, known as the year football came home. The theme is English, Premier League and Barclays Women's Super League focus content to celebrate the triumph of the wingless wonders. The rewards, packs, player picks, player items, stadium customization, evolution cosmetics in UT and more across clubs and career. And the seasonal excellence close the season with a one nation tournament where you'll test your English squad. I really like how they're kind of like, they've thought about how they're going to do the seasons for the whole year. They're letting us know how they're going to do the seasons for the whole year. And then once you're completing the season, there's actually value to having those players because at the end, you're going to be able to use them in a tournament to get, I guess, more prizes, more players, etc. So the standard pass, we're going to have Morgan Rogers, 86 rated cam. We're going to have Conor Gallagher, 85 rated centre midfielder. Ethan Nwaneri, 85 rated right wing. Love that, by the way, for me personally. You've got Kwanzaa as an 85 rated centre back. Neve Charles, an 84 rated left back. Cody, is that Connor Cody? 84 rated centre back. Dembele, 84 rated right mid. Park, 84 rated centre mid. And Riviere, 84 rated right back. So a nice selection. Oh, that's just a standard pass. Premium pass, we're getting an 86 Tomori. Now, depending on his pace, power curve what? That's going to absolutely boom the power curve, isn't it? He's going to be one of the most OP players in the whole game. Kobe Mainu, 85 rated. So that's two Manchester United players, EA. That's fine. No, only one Arsenal player. That's fine. I'm not counting. James Ward-Prowse in there as an 84 rated centre mid. Agumang at Brighton. Has she been loaned out again? Because she's an Arsenal player. 85 rated striker. And then Sargent as an American as an 84 rated. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Season Pass content requires gameplay to unlock. Premium Pass content also requires a Premium Pass sold separately. World Tour Silver Superstars. I'm sorry, I am looking at right now 4 icons. Yashin, Eusebio, Charlton, and Garincha. We're bringing back a fan favourite with a new twist to celebrate international football. Each season will be releasing silver level icons and heroes from the highlighted tournament featuring illustration style action shots for added flair and to differentiate them from base and campaign icons. Absolutely love that, by the way. Absolutely love that. Balance. Each item will be created at silver level with ratings that reflect tournament performance on an alternate progression path. This lets us deliver fun, accessible items whilst preserving the core foot power curve. So good, so good. How to earn. Complete themed long-term season objectives to earn silver superstars. I love it. Themed long-term. This for me is key. Long-term season objectives. Objectives vary in difficulty with rewards that match the challenge. Live event. Each season ends with a silver-only, match-limited league where you can unleash your silver superstars for a unique international-themed reward. Other more relaxed silver events may appear throughout the season and each season and the cycle. And in Season 1, Evolutions will exclude entry of World Tour Silver Superstars. Entering a Silver Superstar into an Evolution may change overall or rarity, making them permanently ineligible for Silver events. So they're going to be removed from Evolution straight away, which I think is smart whilst people get accustomed to this new setup of like, oh, hey, we've got a Silver, Charlton. And then immediately you go and put him into an Evolution, and then when it comes to the end of the season, a tournament comes and you're like, oh my god, I've evoed my players, what on earth can I do? You're going to be like locked out of it. I think that's smart from EA to kind of just be like, look, let these cards be what these cards are, let's lock them for the season. Season 2 Evolutions, you'll be able to start putting them in, but for Season 1, whilst you're building your team out of these Silver Stars to play, just brilliant. I'm so excited for this game, guys, and I've been so excited for this game, but this is above my expectations. Whether or not the game is still enjoyable or not, we are going to have to find out next week, but this is above my expectations. Live events. In FC25, you told us there wasn't enough variety in game modes and that many experiences didn't feel accessible enough. Live events in FC26 are built to change that. They bring new formats, fresh ways to play and earn, and rewards at scale to the level of competition you take on, whether you want a lighter, casual experience or matches where every win counts. 3 event types. Tournaments, classic knockout competitions ranging from formats with lighter rewards to battles where every match matters and rewards are more meaningful. Gauntlets, which we know what they are as well. And then, I'll read it anyway. Gauntlets are multi-squad challenges that test your club depth across several rounds. In each round, you'll find a new squad, meaning you'll field a new squad, meaning you can't rely on the same 11 and bench throughout. There's no elimination. You'll always play through the full gauntlet, but the more rounds you win, the better your rewards. And then regular events, an evolution of friendlies featuring themed competitions. These include unlimited attempt exhibitions for a casual experience and match-limited leagues for a more competitive feel. They add custom rules, themed objectives, and structured rewards to keep things more fresh. Key launch moments. DKT, Early Access. Celebrating the return of tournaments, a DKT will run Early Access. The Early Access elimination will refresh every day, allowing tournament winners to re-enter the next day. Winning once will qualify you for a one-time Early Access finale tournament on the final day of Early Access. Note that tournaments won't always appear weekly. I really hope they change this stance. I really hope that within the first 2 or 3 weeks, EA recognize how people interact with tournaments and realize that they are super valuable and we want them weekly. We're keeping them special so they feel impactful. Even one a week, that's still special enough, impactful enough. So early access match elimination, 4 rounds. We can't see the rewards there, but we're going to be getting a tournament coming in. Complete objectives. Oh, that's objective stuff. That's nothing to do with it. Okay, good. So we've got an early access elimination per day. And by looks of things, yeah, you get 5 entries. 5 entries per day, which is good. Ultimate Gauntlet. Debuting after worldwide launch weekend and returning every 2 weeks in Season 1, this flagship format challenges you to build up to 3 unique squads across different rounds. You will have 1 attempt every day throughout the week with no specific squad requirements, so you can decide your first, second, and third squad. That's not 1 game per day, by the way. That's 1 attempt at the gauntlet every day. Each squad requires 11 starters and 7 bench players, so you need 18 players per round and as many as 54 across 3 rounds. Test the depth and versatility of your entire club, along with how you strategically spread your players across squads to maximize performance. And the reason why that's important is because, like, you know, if you've got 3 games you're guaranteed to play, let's say, you know, you've got, I don't know, 2 absolutely blistering fast strikers. But once you've used them, you can't use them again. So do you use both in the same squad at the same time to really maximize your potential of winning that one particular game? Do you play 1 in one squad and 1 in the other squad? Do you play none in the first squad, maybe both in the third squad when you'll be playing against people that have got like much weaker teams because they've used their best teams first? Like the actual squad building and the kind of the tactical side of building your teams and who to use and when, I really, really like. I'm really, really excited for it. Rewards scale with results, including packs, players, and Evo consumables. The number of rounds will change in future seasons. Beautiful. You can expect 1 or 2 live events each week with a focus on quality over quantity. Our goal is to make every event feel meaningful. Some will lean more casual, offering unlimited or near unlimited attempts with lighter rewards, while others will be more hard-fought battles where every match counts and the rewards scale up accordingly. More on rewards below. Most events will be available to preview in advance, so you'll know what's coming up. That's a really nice change, by the way, because, you know, the market always changed so significantly when like something came out, and especially for the leakers that knew what was coming in advance. You got a lot of those like Discords, kind of trading Discords, where they just had access to information early, so they told people who to buy, what to buy, where to buy, when to buy, and people made to take advantage of that. Well, now everyone will hopefully at least get the opportunity, at the very least, to kind of learn a bit earlier to build your squad and kind of feel what you're doing there, which is good. Rewards, however, will only be shown ahead of time for select events. They'll be revealed when the event goes live. Otherwise, game mode rewards and changes. In FC26, we've made changes based on your feedback while introducing new features to keep gameplay fresh. Live events brings new formats like Gauntlet and the return of tournaments, while core modes like Rivals and Champions have been reworked to be more accessible and better balanced for all players. So for Champions, more accessible, Champion playoffs are removed, Champion qualification points now can be earned from Division 7 and you'll auto-qualify at Division 6. Once you have enough points, this lowers the barrier to entry and is in response to your FC25 feedback around desired for greater accessibility to Champions. Expanded tiers. Ranks expanded from 10 to 15 tiers, with rewards granted for every single win. This makes sure that every win counts, with milestone tiers now available at 12 and 14 wins. And then challenges, a new version of Champions for Division 7 and below, with its own format and rewards. This lets more players experience a Champions environment, while lighter rewards and preserve the prestige of top-tier champions. Great. For Rivals, we've got new bounties, which are absolutely phenomenal. We've got win streaks. Streaks now accelerate both division progress and progress towards weekly rewards, reducing the time required to progress throughout the gameplay. We've obviously covered new bounties before, but basically every now and then you'll get like an opportunity to earn points, packs, coins, division ladder skips, and it will just be random, but yes, it's pretty cool. Reduced points requirement lowered from 35 to 30 in response to FC25 feedback that players wanted a lower the match threshold for rewards. With added points for win streaks and bounties, players should need about 5 fewer matches per week to reach the upgraded tier. Nice, really like that. Limited checkpoints introduced to reduce friction from situations where players promote and then immediately drop back down. Checkpoints make progression smoother while still allowing relegation, ensuring players don't get stuck in divisions above their skill level. Absolutely needed as well. And then squad battles, expanded match limit. In response to players asking for more depth in squad battles in FC25, players can now play up to 18 matches per week, increase from 14 that count towards their weekly point total. This gives offline players more meaningful matches each week. Nice. Draft. Oh, please. Rewards. Rewards have been rebalanced to feel more consistent across all tiers, addressing FC25 feedback that you wanted more consistent draft reward outcomes, especially for players finishing 4 out of 4 wins. Yeah, I mean, they were so bad the last few years. I mean, they've been the same as what they've been for 10 years, but because the game has advanced and these rewards haven't, they just don't have value. Scaling rewards. In previous years, drafts did not see any changes to their rewards throughout the year. In FC26, we'll be updating draft rewards regularly, similar to other game modes. This ensures rewards feel meaningfully throughout the year. I'm so happy about that, guys. For me, draft is one of my favorite modes within Ultimate Team. It's something that I play very regularly and pretty much all year round until right at the end where I just do draft challenges. But I really love the idea around drafts. You know, four games, the more you win, the more you get, building new teams every time and getting really cool rewards at the end of it. It was always a massive part of my content. It was always a massive part of how I played the game. In the last few years, it's just been pointless because nobody plays it. And so it's just full of sweats because the rewards are just terrible. Rewards and economy. Reward progression. As outlined in the power curve section, rewards in FC26 are tuned to provide more measured progression and a more stable transfer market. As an example, below you can find the rank 1 rewards for Foot Champs finals for season 1. Now I've got alongside me as well the rank 1 rewards for last year. So now for rank 1, you will get 85,000 coins instead of 200,000 coins. You will get 2 times current campaign guarantee, which is brilliant. You will get a 3 times 83 plus team of the week player pack, which is brilliant, tradable as well. 3 times 88 plus rare gold player pack, an 84 by 10 and 83 by 10 both tradable, and then an 84 by 10 untradable. Compared to last year, guys, where we got 200,000 coins, an 85 and 84 by 10 tradable, a base icon, an 89 by 2 untradable, an 82 by 30, and a team of the week upgrade pack. These are definitely scaled down. You know, I know people that get rank 1 will not be happy about the removal of the icon, but I also feel like it is a must-have. Because again, if we really want to slow the power curve down, we can't be giving out icons to people that are hitting rank 1 every single week, right? This is still a brilliant haul of rewards. Lots of coins. 2 guaranteed campaign players. A Team of the Week tradable, an 88x3 tradable, an 83x10, and an 84x10 tradable. It's still really nice rewards, but it is scaled down, especially the coins, which I think is important. Advanced SBCs. Rebalancing. Advanced SBCs, such as the League and Nation hybrid set, have evolved over time, and in FC26 they're aligned more closely with other challenge SBCs at launch. In FC26, they're tuned to support a smoother build-up that better matches the early pace of the game, which basically means they've been nerfed. Timed and scaled releases. Advanced SBCs will now drop gradually across the cycle, aligned with key seasonal moments with requirements and rewards that scale to the state of the game. The first Season 1 set will be themed around England 66, so likely English players. Challenges tab. Advanced SBCs now sit in the Challenges tab, set apart from Foundation SBCs to highlight their greater difficulty. Calm, nice, I'm excited for it. Evolutions in FC26. Evolutions in FC26 are meant to give players greater control over their squads through more accessible and personalized ways to upgrade player items. Power curve. In FC26, evolutions will be more focused on boosting the level of the bottom and the middle items of your squad rather than consistently creating the items with the highest stats. Love that, personally. Absolutely love that. You know, last year, can't tell you how many times it was like, you're putting in like the top end players. Like, it wasn't until like the mid to mid back end of the game cycle that boosting lower rated players felt valuable. Hopefully this will change that, though they still do occasionally. In addition, evolution upgrades will be delivered in smaller, iterative steps, many of which will be fueled by repeatable evolutions. This approach means evolutions will push the top end of the curve less, but provide more depth and customization, complementing rather than overpowering campaign items. I love that. I know this is a deep dive. I will do incredibly detailed videos on all of these aspects once the game is officially live and we can get our hands on it, but it sounds fantastic. Club depth. Many evolutions will be designed to help support building multiple squads, aligning with new experiences like Gauntlet, where squad depth is key. Select evolutions can now be repeated. Each comes with a set number of repeats and a cooldown that begins only after completing the previous run. This is intended to help create a steady rhythm of progress and strategic choice whether to invest in one standout player or spread upgrades across the squad. And visuals. Most evolutions that provide incremental upgrades will no longer change your item design. That is amazing, by the way, allowing you to preserve the original look and feel of your player items. Evolutions that deliver larger upgrades or tighter campaigns will still update your player item. So that's really good. Like this Robertson just getting the +1 in defending, nothing else changing, I really like. Also, I personally am a big fan of a +1 in defending, for example. I think it's really good. I think it's really smart. And I think it's going to be a brilliant change for evolutions as the game kind of like goes through. Icons and heroes. This is the new group of icons. If you haven't seen these before, pause now and take a look. We've taken a look at these very in detail many times. Icon and hero content expands in FC26 with additions that span football, ultimate team, and career mode. New icons are here, we knew that. Career mode availability, we knew that. And heroes, new FC26 heroes arrive through foot campaigns across the cycle, starting in Season 2. This includes the Bayern Hero Vote winner. I'm a big fan of that, adding cards as we go. I liked it last year in FC25. I'm a big fan of it this year. We want Ultimate Edition owners to understand exactly what to expect and when to expect it for the pre-order icons. So we've got the debut icons. Players who pre-order the game will get the icon on September 19th, which is when the game comes out, like in the pre-order. The debut icon will graduate to the champion icon version on November 22nd, and the debut icons will be added to the Ultimate Team pool of items on November 29th. Premium Ladder, Ultimate Edition pre-orders get the Premium Ladder of the Season 1 pass. Beautiful. All Ultimate Edition users get FC points delivery. Ultimate Edition users get 2,000 points at the first login, 2,000 on the same or closest day the following month, and 2,000 a month after. And Ultimate Edition Evo slot, this will let you upgrade 2 evolution players in standard evolutions at the same time from launch. I'm so happy about that personally. I can't tell you how many times last year I was sat there farming squad battles when I just did not want to play the game whatsoever because I could do one player at a time and I needed to like play 10, win 6, score 10, assist 10, keep 3 clean sheets. And then I had to go and do it on like another player again. And I'm like, man, just let me do them together. I'll pay money for it. And guess what? I did pay money for it. I will pay money for it. And I think it's really, really good that the Ultimate Edition Evo slot is an extra one there. The training camp evolution limit will remain 1, available to claim at first foot login. Graduated access or Football Ultimate Team transfer market. Limited transfer market access for new accounts safeguards the foot economy, while new players are introduced to foot at a more measured pace. So I'm not going to read through all of this, guys, but effectively, if you're brand new to the franchise, you don't get market access straight away. You have to complete some objectives to do it. The reason why that's good is, number one, it teaches people how to play the game that are genuinely brand new. And number two, it stops people creating multiple accounts to farm rewards, objectives, or whatever the case may be. But if you're not a new player, you won't have this, so it won't even bother you anyway whatsoever. Updated match outcomes in foot. In FC26, we're making some changes to address your feedback around match outcomes when the match ends early in a draw. Quits and disconnects in a draw. We touched on the changes we're making to match outcomes in foot in a previous pitch notes, but in short, you can receive a win when your opponent either quits or disconnects, including dashboarding, from the match when the score is a draw. This applies when certain conditions are met and when playing live events, rivals, and champions. At FC26 launch, one of these conditions, so not in draft, and that's interesting. At FC26 launch, one of these conditions must apply in order for a win to be awarded. 45 minutes in-game time has passed. The quitting player concedes a penalty kick. The quitting player has received a red card. That's what we already had. I don't know how that's different, but okay. The only thing that's different is if they disconnect rather than just quit. In addition, at launch, a player can only receive a win from this 5 times a day, with the limit resetting at midnight UTC daily. Why? I mean, I get it. Maybe you're paranoid people are going to farm it, but that's so dumb. Reiterating what we have said previously, this is a complex space. When we change how players get wins, draws, or losses, exploits can be unintentionally introduced, so we must be careful about how we make these changes. What is listed here may change based on whether our analysis and or observations indicate that these changes are negatively impacting your experience. We may also loosen the restrictions if we are able to do so safely. I hope so, because only 5 a day, I mean, listen, not the end of the world, but it's still a bit poor. But rush match outcomes, matchmaking delays. We know that rush matches are best built on the experiences you have with your teammates. Matchmaking delays. To encourage teammates in Foot Rush to keep fighting until the end of the match, we're introducing matchmaking delays in Foot Rush for players who consistently leave matches early. Players who consistently quit or disconnect from Foot Rush matches will first experience a 15-minute matchmaking delay. If following that delay they continue to leave matches early, the delay will escalate up to an hour. Completing Foot Rush matches will remove that matchmaking delay. We will also be closely monitoring feedback on this, as it's a new space for FC, and we may need to make adjustments as we see how it impacts your experience. Yeah, I think it's very good. Like, you know, Rush was one of those things last year, typically speaking, where it was just a ball ache to pay. Like, if people quit or DMP or just, you know, put their pad down or whatever, it was just really triggering to play. The novelty of Rush wore off very quickly. I don't know how much difference this is going to make to the general quality of Rush, but we'll have to wait and see. Returning player rewards. We want returning players to feel welcome back. Eligible players coming back from FC25 receive early rewards to curate and complete SBCs. EA Play rewards. EA Play members receive content across modes during the FC26 cycle. FUT, blah, blah, blah. Clubs, the World's Game, Dark Blue Headband. How to qualify. That will just come. Club member rewards. Founder rewards. Founders kit and crest in FUT. Founders TIFOs and showcase legacy. Club member rewards. Branded kits, XL TIFOs and crests and such. And how to qualify. You had to be playing FC24 before 1st of November 2023. So basically, if you played FC24 and FC25, you'll get these anyway. Pre-season rewards. These are the ones that you played for now in FC25. I gave up halfway through. I just couldn't be bothered. These come starting October 14th. So we'll be so deep into the game then anyway. I don't think it's going to matter. Responsiveness. Following up on our recent gameplay responsiveness update, we've been working on some exciting changes to make FC26 feel more responsive. With help from your feedback during closed beta, we're launching an improvement to better synchronize the client and server. This aims to reduce the average input trip latency by approximately 12 milliseconds improvement per input and improves frame-to-frame consistency. Essentially, this means your input is more responsive and you're more likely to have your online input respond in time for your desired action to be successful. This is a reduction of latency on every input, and when testing with this core players, we've noticed a meaningful improvement to competitive play. Beautiful. Gameplay. We've also seen your feedback about finesse shots from outside the box and are making changes to keep the trajectory realistic and less exploitable for early access. Here's a before and after. That's the before. Yeah, that's dumb. Here's the after. Yep, much better. You know, you can still take advantage of it. You can still score it in the right areas, the right times, but it requires you to actually be smart now. Here's a closer look at the curve trajectory before the change. Take a look, pause it if you want to, and here's what it looks like after the change. So yeah, it's way flatter, and that's better. We're excited to hear what you think about other gameplay updates in FC26. Please continue providing feedback with the new FC Feedback Hub. And then we've got clubs information, which I'm not going to go through with you guys right now. Career mode, very much the same. This is more about Ultimate Team because I'm just an Ultimate Team player, of course. And that's what we've got there, guys. Absolutely sensational, it must be said. You know, it's a really important year for EA this year because they have said to us, literally this time, not between the lines or not, oh, we hope that they've got it this year. They have literally said to us this year, we have listened and here's how we're going to fix it. We also know, based on their numbers, their financials, and the absolute panic that they've had this year, we know full well that this game is at a tipping point. And it's either going to fall off and die, or it's going to keep building and improve. And everything that they've suggested here, it all sounds great. It all sounds more than great, it's fair to say. Like, for me personally, some of these things are super exciting. I wish there was more of certain things. These icons that are lower rated, I think, are brilliant. Evolutions sound brilliant. We're getting flashbacks. We're getting Team of the Weeks. We're getting the campaigns coming straight away. The cornerstones looks absolutely fantastic. The nerf to chem styles looks fantastic. The standard pass players and the premium pass players look fantastic. However, if when we step onto the pitch, playing the game itself is a chore, it won't matter how good the content is. They have to get the full balance of the full game right. I hope they do. You hope they do. We are days away now from having access to FC26 and seeing if EA have put their money where their mouth is and made us a better game. For today, that is going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.